All right, so welcome back from the break. You're still watching The Morning Rush here on Metro TV with me, Desmond Okreko Dancer, and Naya Tonobuachi. We mentioned earlier before the break that we've got a conversation coming up about innovation and entrepreneurship. You know, that's one of the things that a lot of young people have been advised to get into. And last week, even before the weekend, we touched about that on the show. So join us this morning. We've got Kingsley Pinkrah. I mean, he's no stranger to the set. Joining us this morning is the CEO of CEDI and the Director of Research, Entrepreneurship and Innovation at Datalink University. And he's got some guests with him this morning also from Canada and Germany. So let me just get into it. Professor Greg Bavington is the Executive Director of Kingsley University's DDQIC from Canada. He has a professor here. And also Hadas Zucker of PricewaterhouseCoopers Global Sustainable Senior Manager, Germany, and we're going to have this conversation together. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing?
Doing great.
Very good.
You loving the weather already in Ghana?
Oh yeah, beautiful sunshine. Yeah.
But the rains are coming down too. The rains are coming down, so it's kind of cold.
Well, that's right. It's good for the crops, and it's still a lot warmer than Canada.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. But Kingsley, for those who are probably watching us for the first time, let's give a recap of what this whole program is about, trying to get young people to be innovative and also venture into entrepreneurship last year, and then we'll get into this year.
Okay, great. So the project, it is a project which we are running, and it is a collaborative initiative with, as you just mentioned, the DDQIC at Queen's University, which is Dunin-Deshpande Queen's Innovation Center. Basically, what we are offering is to help address the youth unemployment situation which we are facing in the country. So the DDQIC has a practical entrepreneurship content, which they are using for us to help address the youth unemployment situation. So we started last year. This year happens to be the piloting of it. We got it launched last year. And this year we started with a piloting of 1,000 people. So these 1,000 people got the opportunity to go through the training program from Queen's University.
Okay.
Other partner is a Ledogo Incorporated, also in Canada, who also assisted with the mentoring sessions. So as part of it, in terms of whatever the opportunity that we are giving to the youth of the country, is to have it is a hybrid training opportunity. So we are through with the virtual one, and we have to have the in-person training, which is coming off today as we speak. So that's the reason why the Queen's University people have joined us in Ghana here for us to have a great conference, which is going to be on entrepreneurship and innovation.
That's fantastic. So this is an annual conference thing that happens, and I see a lot of people coming. But let me get to you, Prof, and then to our lady there. How important is it for you to be part of this conference where young people are seeking to be innovative and also venture into entrepreneurship?
It's really important and really exciting for us. We've been doing at Queen's University for about 10 or 11 years now, what Kingsley started doing here last year. And what we see is a couple of things. I mean, you certainly see the economic impact of young people, our future leaders, taking up the challenge to start a venture that will not only employ themselves, but employ others in the future as well. But they also have the agency to tackle a problem that really motivates them, a problem that they're passionate about. And that's distinctive from, taking a job in an established company where you're given your assignment, given your role. So it's really exciting for us to see that taking root in Kingsley's program. It's also a great opportunity for us. There's a lot of things about entrepreneurship that transcend cultures and transcend economies, fundamentals, if you will. But the context in which you apply entrepreneurship is always exciting and important. So it's a fantastic opportunity for us to come here and learn about the local challenges, the local context, to help us adapt our content, working with Kingsley and the entrepreneurs here to be able to support them better in the future. Fantastic.
Share with us, from the other side, I mean, in Germany, across Europe, how do young people, get into these spaces? Is it very easy for young people to say that, you know what, I want to start something on my own. I want to do this on my own. Share with us.
Yeah, I think entrepreneurship has different perspective, let's say, or is driven by different motivations or contexts, as Greg was saying, in different places. So interestingly enough, I come originally from Israel, so there's a strong entrepreneurial aspect to it. In Europe, I think it's, I wouldn't say starting, but it's growing more and more and getting more separated from corporate environments and having more young people, building businesses and taking more risks, especially in Germany. And I think here, for me also, it's interesting to see how, again, the local context and the fact that there's not a lot of innovation, like foundation for innovation, very much established. Actually, there's an opportunity to leapfrog. There's an opportunity to create new structures. There's an opportunity, to embed different practices at the actual, when the foundation of the environment is not existing yet.
And the support. I mean, that's something that we keep talking about here. That a lot of young people may have gone to school, have the idea, want to apply that, but usually the support may not be there for them. From your end, how support like governments, corporates, are they helping the young people to be able to do this?
Yeah, it's a combination of both. Institutional support about access to capital, about investors putting not just providing capital, but also providing the tools like what Kingsley and we ourselves are trying to do to create the foundation and the right kind of guidance and mentoring to pave the way to use those resources to actually build sustainable businesses in the future.
Okay. Kingsley, I mean, we know what we face here, in a country, some of the challenges when it comes to capital, when it comes to the conducive environment to be able to work in. What do you seek to do with this? What do you want to be the impact on the young folks out there?
Okay. Over the years, we have realized that the way to go has to do with the entrepreneurial mindset.
Okay.
They've been able, we're supporting them for them to be able to have great business ideas. Because we have realized that it is the idea which matters most. And that's where the Queen's University training comes in. So what we are offering them is to support them whatever way possible. So from the training side, we select you go through this free training opportunity. We guide you how you can have a very laudable business initiative, which in turn, other people could even come in to support you. We assign you to an industry aspect globally, those who are in the Lidogo Incorporated network. That one, aside that one too, there is also an opportunity of connecting you to investment opportunities. So it is a whole package which we are given to the youth of the country. And we are very much committed to set them up for jobs. That has been the main aim behind this very project which we are running, to set the youth up for jobs. As I earlier indicated, it is a project which we are running to help address the youth unemployment situation. And we envisage that if the youth have been supported, for them to be able to come out with their businesses differently, they can also employ others, and that's the way to address the youth unemployment situation. Okay.
Now, Prof, now here's where Queen's University comes in. What sort of training from your university do you give out to young people so that when they set up their businesses, they're able to excel at them, and what you seek to impart, in those from Ghana?
Yeah, we cover a lot of the things that all the things you'd consider to be inherent in business, finance and raising capital and all those sorts of things. But I think what's really distinctive about a training program for entrepreneurs is around their mindset development, right? So Kingsley made reference to the importance of an idea. The other thing that's very important is just some confidence, right? So our students, like Kingsley's, are very bright. They're very aware of all the problems in the world. They're very aware of their context, the challenges. Sometimes all they need is just a little push, a little boost of confidence, and somebody to walk beside them and show them, you can do this. You've learned these things. You've learned about finance. You've learned about team formation. You've learned about project management. You've got an idea. Let's make it happen. And so to me, that's the exciting part about this type of training. Is it's not read a book, write an essay, submit it, get a
true.
mark, move on to the next class. It's engage with a problem and apply all the things that you've learned. What do entrepreneurs do, right? They make do with scarce resource, they pull it together and they make it happen. And we find with our students, and we know Kingsley students fairly well now too, that just that little bit of confidence, that little bit of mindset shift is where the magic happens.
That's where the magic happens. If you had to give an advice, man, this will be free consultation. If you had to give an advice to any young entrepreneur watching, we've had this discussion on the show before where we look at the challenges. Some say, do not take into consideration the capital. Just start.
Yeah.
Someone also say, just start with the money. So, what would it be from you? If you were to give out an advice?
Well, if you can solve a big problem for a lot of people, the money will come, right? It'll come from somewhere, somehow. It'll come from the people. It'll come from government. It'll come from larger companies who have been struggling with the same problem. So the advice I would give is find a problem that really, really interests you, right? And have an open mind about the true nature of the problem, and have a very open mind. Set your technical education aside or your financial education aside, and have a true open mind about where the solution may lie. And if you have a viable solution to a big problem that's experienced by a lot of people, you'll find the money.
Okay. So Prof is also going with, put the money aside and just start. Yeah. So someone will question, how do you start when there's no money?
Well, sometimes the amount of money that's needed to get you through that very early stage, right, is modest. And at Queen's, that's where we come in.
Okay.
So for instance, we have a program at Queen's University in Canada where we pay students for the summer to just focus on their venture, focus on their idea and their solution to their idea.
Okay.
And you really, you're not trying to raise millions of dollars to start a company. You're trying to replace somebody's summer job income just so they can not worry about earning enough money that you'd earn in a summer job, but focus on their venture. And then often by the end of the summer, they've survived the summer with the little bit of money that we pay them, but they've got others interested, and now they're winning pitch competitions, tens of thousands of dollars. They're attracting outside investment and these sorts of things. Or if they haven't come up with something of value, the market tells them that. Right?
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
As we wrap it up, what would you also, from your angle, say to any young folk out there, about trying to be innovative, trying to get stuff working on their own? Yeah.
So Greg was touching a little bit about that. So besides finding a problem that you're passionate in solving, it's also about surrounding yourself with the right community and role models that demonstrate that pathway to success. So obviously, there's a lot of challenges. You need to build confidence, but you also need to build that support group that, either people who have walked through that journey and can teach you lessons, or people who are struggling with the same challenges or winning the same victories together with you. So community, purpose, community, and role models.
Okay, sure. That's fantastic, Hadas. Kingsley, as we wrap up, give us the details of the conference.
Great.
That we'll wrap it up.
Okay, so the conference is coming off today at CEDI Design Institute Africa. And it has been a great conference for the participants being foreign diplomats. We have ministers of state also joining us today. We have academics people from the various universities also coming in, and business leaders as well. There's also been an opportunity for these young entrepreneurs also joining us at the conference for us to have a great discussion on entrepreneurship and innovation. In terms of the various activities, we get it open this morning. Every single day we are going to have 3 sessions, the morning, the afternoon, and the evening. With the main activities happening to be a panel discussion only for foreign diplomats, a panel discussion only for ministers of state, a panel discussion only for business leaders, we have a pitch competition where the youth will get your chance to win cash prizes and other awards categories as well. There is an awards and networking cocktail, an opportunity for entrepreneurs to interact with industry experts and to help them grow their businesses. So basically, this conference has to do with supporting the very businesses within the country, so we could have a great program.
Fantastic, and it's free.
It's free. Participation is free. So we have a lot of dignitaries joining in. The Canadian High Commissioner is going to be there. We have Minister for Employment and Labour Relations joining in. The conference itself is being chaired by Professor Mrutu Stephen Ade. Great people, Council of State members, Honorable Samoku Jeto, and other people. On Wednesday, we'll be joined in by Honorable Kennedy Japan to also share his experience on entrepreneurship. So it is a great program which we are bringing on board all industry aspect, those who do have a stake from the government side to even the commission side, for us to have a great conference.
Okay. All right, so there you have it. It's going to be free, so do well to pass by today and be a part of it. So, yeah, from Kingsley Pinkrah, who's the CEO of CEDI, they're putting this together, and he's also the Director of Research, Entrepreneurship and Innovation at Data Link University. Here from Hadas, Zucker with PricewaterhouseCoopers Global Sustainable. She is a senior manager from Germany, and also Professor Greg Bavington, the Executive Director of Queen's University's DDQIC from Canada.